Hey y'all, it is Kendria and it is 7:51 on a Thursday night, the Thursday before New Year's Eve. I don't know if that's gonna make any difference. It'll be cool to see if that makes a difference. I only want to drive for 2 hours. There's no guarantees right now, but that's okay. Yeah, so I just wanted to do a couple hours. I told my husband on the way out, I was like, watch me get $50 in 2 hours. So we'll see how that works. I doubt it's gonna happen, but I don't want to doubt. I'll just try and speak it in. I'm gonna speak it in. $50 into it. Is that even possible? That'd be 2 really long rides, wouldn't that? Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so I will check back in an hour at 8:52 and let you know how it's going. Hey y'all, it is 9 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. Just kidding. This isn't a drop top, but everything else is true. Anyway, I am driving for Lyft. What was I going to tell you guys? Just how it's going. It's just a check-in. Okay, so I've done 2 rides so far, and funny enough, they're both going to pubs. They're about the same amount of distance. One was like a 5.
Police reported ahead.
Oh, thank you, Waze. Police reported up ahead. One was like a $5 ride, and one was like a $6 ride. So pretty good. I'm actually having a fun time. That's probably because I drank a medium Dutch Brothers caramel nog, and the caffeine is like, you know, working its thing, doing what it's supposed to do. But it's really good. Yeah. So that's all I have right now. I'll check in another hour because then I'm going to be done heading home. So we'll see what happens in an hour. Bye. Hey y'all, it is the end of the night and it's actually 10:22. It's a little bit later than I wanted to get home. I am offline. I'm actually headed home. Done. I'm not going to turn it back on. Lots of times when I head home, I'm like, I'll just leave it. I'll just stay online and until, you know, I get to the house or whatnot, and then I'll turn it off, which is exactly what I did. And so I pull into my house and I get a notification that someone 8 minutes away wants a ride. And so I'm like, alright, I tap okay, and so it's like routing me, and then in the middle of my routing it says, this person canceled. So it's like, oh, alright. So then I clear that out, and then I head back to my spot, and I park, turn the car off, about to push offline, and it goes beep, someone 2 minutes away needs a ride. So it's like, well, okay then. So picked her up, and that was about a 15-minute drive, which ended up to be like $12, $13. So that was nice little ending. So 3 rides total, 2 pubs and 1 home drop off, but that was it. Yeah, it was a pretty good night. You know, easy, simple. I guess not good. I wouldn't say, as if we're looking at money ratio, like that sort of thing, how much money I made, wasn't that great. But everybody that I picked up tonight was super cool, great conversation, no weird or awkwardness tonight, which is kind of something you have to deal with when, you know, you're driving Lyft. You meet a ton of different people. Sometimes there's not a lot of people that, or sometimes you don't vibe with everybody that you pick up. So, but today, that was really cool. It was a good night. Nicely done Thursday. Thursday before New Year's Eve. Yeah, so that's all, guys. Like and subscribe if you like it. Lyft is giving me an alert right now. It said you're halfway to your $50 mark. Thank you, Lyft. But I'm going home. So, also, another thing. If you're considering Lyft, and so my husband and I did a pro and con Lyft between Lyft and Uber. list of some banks that they currently do work with, and our bank was not on there, so I was like, dag nabbit. But it's cool because it's still weekly, and it goes through on Tuesdays. I think Tuesdays are the days that the money gets put in the account, which is nice. Still weekly, so it's more frequent than the 2 weeks which you normally have to do it. And what's nice is that majority of the driving we do is on the weekend, so you don't really have to wait 2 more days till you get it. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling, but yeah, so like and subscribe